Hello, everyone. I am back in my condo in Bangkok, and it feels very surreal to be back. If y'all knew the last 12 hours, I viewed I viewed a handful of properties, um, did a full went to the store, got, picked up some items that um oh, y'all, I'm still out of it. The crazy thing, Thailand, about Bali to Bangkok, I love that flight so much because guaranteed upgrade to first class because of my Star Alliance status. But it's about 4 hours, I think they said, maybe 4.5. It could be 3.5 to 4 hours, depends. Bali is 1 hour later, so I believe it's 3.5. Anyways, I had a good little meal, had me a nice little nap, woke up and we were landing. So it was like a perfect flight. And yeah, got right back in. And every time I land, and this is maybe a tip for anyone else, anytime you're landing in a country where you're either going to move in the future or you plan to visit often and maybe friends will be visiting there, I just mosey around. I probably spent half an hour walking around the arrivals terminal, just like getting to know what booths are where. Okay, if baggage is ever lost, this is where to find it. 7-Eleven, if I ever need to top up my data, I can do so right as I land. If a friend needs a SIM card, she can get it here. Here's what the price will be. Just taking pictures and even finding a concierge service where, yeah, I was really appreciated just how well, um, I don't even know if it's well designed, but it's just there's so much that you can access just by landing in the airport. If you want to just go ahead and like manage your, all your visa paperwork and have someone else handle it, like there's a booth for that. So I just really appreciated kind of moseying around and taking my time. And yeah, Thailand, girl, she did not miss a beat. It's crazy to just get right back into it. And Bali, Indonesia is not that far away. It feels like it's just a little body of water away, but you come here and the pace is just so different. I feel like I'm in New York. I'm back in the action. I have a view of like it's super gorgeous. Like you could basically see it just feels like I'm living in like it feels like I'm in Manhattan, but like a Thai version, Asian Manhattan. And so I have a beautiful view where you could just see lanes and cars and buildings and highways. And one thing that's beautiful about Bangkok is they have trees that kind of line the view. So you have skyscrapers on the outside and trees in the middle. So it's like this jungle view of skyscrapers. I always say Bali and New York, like it's the love child would be Bangkok. So it's very humbling and surreal to be back. And the only reason this video is going to be shorter is because I have a lymphatic drainage massage in 15 minutes. So, and what's even doper, it's literally it's next door to my building. So I can just, man, and the thing about I always say this, a lot of my journey of leaving the US, but also changing the version of myself that I was in the US, was deprioritizing convenience. Like anything I wanted, it would come to my doorstep. It never made me think. I never had to work. Everything was just so comfortable. And here, my convenience like adds to my health. It's not the convenience where because here's a great example. Uber Eats and DoorDash, they literally come to your door. If it's an apartment building, which this still blows my mind, like DoorDash to knowing that people have guns in the US, people can be literally led up to your door and with a gun in their pocket and you would never know. So that's that. In Thailand, all of they call them Grab drivers. So Grab is like the Uber of Asia. So all the Grab food deliveries, there's like a section in every condo or apartment building. And let me tell you this, Thai people, like the culture here is so honest. You don't even, your food won't get stolen. And and there's cameras everywhere. But mostly it's cultural. So there could be literally shelves of just food and grocery deliveries and just random stuff. And people find what's theirs and then they just go back to their room. So whether I want to pick up my food in, 5 minutes or in an hour, I trust that it'll be there. I don't have to, wait for the driver and do the handoff. And the driver will even take a picture. And depending on the condo or apartment building, there will be like numbers. So he's like, hey, I put your food in shelf number 3. So like you just look for shelf box number 3 and then it's just, now that's convenient. But what's not convenient is that I live in a big building. It's a lot of floors. I have to go to the elevator, I have to go down, then I have to go to the but you know what I'm getting in? My steps. In the past, when I'm ordering food, because before I met Stefan, I was just, I never really ate out much unless I was traveling, like solo travel. I would eat out all the time because I love to take myself out while I'm traveling. But when I'm home, I'm literally just delivered to my door. I look through the peephole, wait for them to leave, cut the corner to the elevator, and then I open the door so I don't have to make eye contact or talk to them. Stranger danger in the US is real. Anyways, yes, I'm getting my steps in and it's allowing me to not be this just ball of nothingness. So yeah, I did a lot of errands, paid some bills, picked up my mail. I almost I almost went to the wrong mailbox and they had stacks of bills and I was like I panicked for a bit, well because I thought it was mine. And I was like, dang. I know I was gone for 5 months, but I thought I, did my best and it turns out that wasn't my box. Mine only had like 3. It was water, electricity, and I don't know, some type of notice. And what's really cool is like most people will tell you, especially if they live in Asia, that 7-Eleven is like the go-to for anything. You can pay your phone bill, you can top up your phone data, and for example, 60 gigabytes of data is like $20, and then the number and the calls is fine. But super affordable just to be able to have data and service. So instead of get a new SIM card every time I land, I just top up my current number because now my Thai number is connected to an app called Line, which Line also runs a lot of this country. You could pay bills on it, you could book appointments. Like this country operates in a completely different system. But what I do love is that everyone operates on that system. It's not just, you don't have to worry about like, oh, does this company take card and can I do everyone operates online. You can find anything online. That's even crazy to say it like that because the app is called Line. But when you say it online, I'm like, oh, they're genius for just even the semantics of it. Oh yeah, it's online. It just sounds so, yeah. Listen, this video ain't gonna be about nothing. We'll get back to teaching later on, but I just wanted to hop on it and just check in. I'm feeling really good. I might still do it. I wanted to get my steps in. We have a beautiful rooftop gym in this building, and I wanted to go and just even if it's just to walk a mile, just to get a sweat in, maybe sit in the sauna for half an hour. One of the best ways to get over jet lag, even though it's a 1 hour time difference, your body still feels like I'm in a different place. Where am I? So yeah, going to the sauna, trying to get a workout in is always nice. I asked me if I packed. Asked me if I packed because or unpacked rather. I have not. I have not. I will not show you what the rest of this place looks like. It's very embarrassing. But I'm giving myself, I think this is the beautiful thing about like, when I'm not with Stefan, I have permission to be a slob. And I tell him this all the time. I'm like, man, I really love being able to not hide my mess from you. And if you were to ask who's like cleaner between the two of us, I am on a consistent basis, I think. And then I think Stefan is more organized when it comes to packing and travel, which is crazy because I've got the decade plus under my belt and he's got 2, 3 years. I mean, he's traveled before we met, but yeah, he's just much more efficient. And I'm just like, listen, I don't need to unpack yet because I have clothes here. But falling back in rhythm is just, maybe I gotta like really process how I'm feeling in another video so I can give myself the full space to really talk through how I'm feeling because my mind is like, where are you? My body is still in Bali and my mind is like, wait a minute, Bangkok? And I was probably on the back of a motorbike collectively for about an hour today. And when I tell you my eyes were just in nirvana, I was just everything. I just saw the most random stuff. And in Bali, people will tell you, you could fit five chickens, a dog, and a family of four on a bike, and it'll be just another day. Yes, and in Bangkok, it's like you'll see you'll see something so random, but it also just makes sense. And I can appreciate that number one, Bangkok has sidewalks. Love you, Bali, but it is really hard to just like be out as a pedestrian. The last villa that I stayed at, I walked around that neighborhood maybe 80% of the time I was there. But a lot of times I was literally just having to circle the neighborhood versus walk out on the main street because the main street, just the sidewalks were half paved or randomly sloped, or one of the tiles was loose and I could have fallen through. It just, yeah. So there are certain things that you just really appreciate about a city, even though I think my spirit is more of an island girl. Like I feel like an island girl. My hair feels like an island girl. I feel like I thrive in on islands. Big cities tend to swallow me up. So Bangkok, what I'm trying to do is just take it a day and a week at a time and do just a little bit. I might have talked about it in a previous video, but I'm getting a nutritionist, I'm getting a personal trainer. And these next 3 months, I really want it to be about obnoxious focus on my health. I don't know that I've ever given myself the concerted effort to really lock in with health and fitness. And it's been a minute. I did 75 hard in 2021, or was it 2022? I think 2021. And not saying that this is has to be your result or that this is the point of it, but I did lose almost, was it almost 40? Between 30 and 40 pounds. I want to say 35 pounds. But yeah, it was 35 pounds of like dead weight that I've been carrying and just wasn't really, didn't know how to take it off. And so I remember in that period, I was like, man, every morning that I wake up, my whole day is centered around when am I going to get my two workouts in? And that I hated that because I hate that. Here's the thing. Here's what I hate. I hate that when I want to get in shape, I have to make fitness my entire personality. Everything that I do is around working out, eating good. I can't stand that. And that's not sustainable. That's not my life. I'm not a fitness girly. And even if I was, I still have so many areas of my life that I love and that are full that I want to keep harmonious. Not balanced, but harmonious. So even like looking at different hobbies and lessons, like I messaged my Thai teacher, like, we back. She's like, you were supposed to be back 2 months ago. I was like, yeah, welcome to my life. Um, I think I want to give myself the opportunity to really, because here's the thing, when you live with someone, so whether you're watching, whether you live with family, spouse, partner, there's only so much time you could really selfishly dedicate to yourself. And it's so funny because Stefan and I, for the last 3 years, we are our healthiest when we're apart, which is so unfortunate. But when we're together, it's like we're going out, we're, booking these crazy excursions, we're having fun, we're having movie nights, we're watching different series, we're playing Uno. So it's like we're hanging out like kids and we're not practicing the healthiest habits. So I think entering year 4 of our relationship, I'm really excited for us to build a foundation of healthy habits that we can hold each other accountable to while we're together, not just when we're apart. So that's gonna be our work. And yeah, I think what's nice about life is that there's never ever going to be a time where every area of your life is clicking on all cylinders. And I think that's necessary for you to have a level of yearning and working towards something. Because if you get too complacent and comfortable, then you start to take things for granted. So, yeah, this week is literally all about getting things in place again. And I called this month Optimize October because I really wanted to like figure out what are the areas of my life that don't feel like they've been prioritized and what can I do to optimize it for just better. So that's gonna be this week. Yeah, I'm just listen, I'm excited. It's a good time to be alive. I be trying to scroll online and it's just chaos in the US. I really am like, what is going on? Like now things are just, oh my goodness. I just, how can your cortisol levels be stable in a country like that? I'm just so grateful that this opportunity exists, not just for me, but for other people who want to find a way out because I can't imagine still being stuck there. And a year ago, I didn't know that this would be my life. We were still kind of waiting on the country to arise, and we were going to do between the US and Bosnia and then Bali here and there. But it feels really good to know that 6 months of the year, I'm going to be in Bangkok. This is my home away from home, one of them. And I get to really, you know, build roots. I'm going to a couple, not networking, but yeah, a couple meetups. Excited to get back in church here, all the things. But okay, listen, 2 minutes from my massage is a good life. All right, thank you so much for being here. As always, you can check out some of the goods here if you want ways to work with me, learn from me, check out some masterclasses and ebooks. You can go here. And for yesterday's video, you can check out here. Thank you for being here, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.